to chair yoga and meditation. I'm Jerry Givens. To get started, you'll need a chair. I'm using my dining room chair. It's nice and stable, but use whatever chair you have available for you. It's okay if it has wheels on it. Um, just do your best to stay nice and steady. Um, just a reminder that all these exercises that we'll do are things that you can do in what I call a cold body. So something that's when you're not warmed up. So you can add them into your day whenever you feel like you need to, whenever you feel like you need to stretch something out or need some support, you can add them to your day. So let's go ahead and get centered. Go ahead and slide to the back of your chair so that you can lean against the back of it. And we'll close our eyes and just turn inward. So allowing your eyes to close. Bring your awareness to the movement of your breath. Feeling the air flow into the body as you inhale, the air flowing out of your body as you exhale. And notice how your awareness of the breath actually starts to change it. For many of us, when we become aware of the breath, it starts to become calmer. Sometimes it even slows down just by being aware of it. And it's okay if that's not the case for you. Just be aware of the breath moving through the nostrils, that light sensation of your breath at the back of your throat. And the sensation of the breath in the lungs, the body expanding as you inhale, the body relaxing as you exhale. And just internally answer the question, how am I doing? How am I feeling right now? And allowing whatever honest answer that arises to be in your awareness. And careful not to judge that answer. There's no wrong way to be right now or ever. And just have some acknowledgement, have some acceptance of how you are right now. And it's in service to that we will stretch and practice today. So go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms together in front of you. Go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes, brushing back over the top of your head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to your space. All right, even that you can add to your day. If you just need a couple of moments to really tune in, just close your eyes, follow the breath, and then just be aware of what's happening for you, and acceptance and compassion for that. All right, so let's go ahead and slide forward in your chair. Good. So for this first one, I'm going to ask you to have your feet and knees about hip distance apart. So just a little bit like right in line with your hip bones, and have your ankles stacking underneath your knees so you have a nice stable stance. With your inhale, sit nice and tall. With your exhale, think about hinging at the hips and just fold forward over the thighs. With your inhale, sit back up. My hands are just resting on my knees. It's tall spine. Exhale, just fold forward and down. Going as far as you can comfortably. Inhale back up. Exhale, folding forward. We'll do a few more. Inhale, rising, exhale, folding. And in addition to helping to warm up your spine here, it's also helping to create length in your lower back, alleviating tension. And the pressure that we're putting on the belly as we fold forward is helping to trigger your parasympathetic nervous system, your relaxation response. The rhythmic movement of inhale, sitting up tall, and exhale, folding is also soothing to your nervous system, helping to relieve stress, anxiety, or any other states of being that might cause some freneticness in your energetic state. Let's do one more. Inhale, sitting tall. And as you fold forward this time, go ahead and stay folding forward, resting comfortably. You can allow the chin to drop towards your throat, the head folding as well. Just taking some deep breaths here. And as you take deep breaths here, especially with the front body being compressed, you may feel some movement in the back body, the back ribs expanding and contracting. You might even sense some movement in your lower back. Good. Taking one more deep breath here. And then inhale, go ahead and sit back up tall. And exhale here. Feeling a sensation, even from that simple movement, the effects on your body and your energy, your mind. Good. So go ahead and relax your arms down by your side. This next one is also to help kind of relax your nervous system, though you'll see. it's gonna be a little energetic for a moment. So with your arms relaxing, go ahead and begin to wiggle your fingers. Just wiggling the fingers. Breathe. Notice how even just by wiggling the fingers, your breath might have caught. Good. And then allow that movement to come up into the wrists. We'll start turning. It's almost like you're making flicking motions, like you're trying to get something off the tip of your finger. Breathe. Feel that movement come up into the elbows a little bit, the arms lifting just a little bit. Breathe. Allow the whole arm to be involved. Your arms coming out to the side. Breathe. Arms are shaking, the hands are shaking. There's still that flicking movement with the wrists. And you're sitting tall. Go ahead and lift the arms more. Maybe even overhead. Shake, 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 shake. We're gonna go for about 15 more seconds and just keep shaking, just keep shaking. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the arms down. Feel sensation in the shoulders, arms, and hands as the breath adjusts. Taking a deep breath in. With your exhale, just fold over the legs again. This time, if you want to, your arms can hang toward the floor. And then inhale, coming back up to a tall seat. Good. It just helps to move energy. It helps to move tension out of the body. And it also has that effect on your nervous system. All right. So go ahead and lift your left arm into the air. And then drop the hand behind your head. Reach up, grab the elbow, and traction it toward the center line of your body, as close to the spine as you can. Now the hand that's floating back here, just drop that toward your spine intentionally. Now when that happens, sometimes the chest can round forward. Go ahead and lift the heart. Good, and breathe. Hmm. Now feel free to stay right here if you'd like. If you want to feel more of a stretch along the side of your body as we're here, you can gently lean to the right. Don't lean so far that you fall over, of course. Just enough to feel some expansion between the pelvis and the rib cage. Now, after holding this pose for a few breaths, you may start to feel some discomfort in the shoulder joint or maybe even in the arm. I'm going to ask you to stay. I'm going to ask you to stay and breathe with that discomfort for a couple of reasons. One, it's just discomfort. It's no reason to move from it, or run from it. Helps to regulate that fight or flight response when we choose to stay. And second, the longer we hold this posture, the bigger the release is when we come out. So it's actually worth staying in the discomfort for just a few breaths to get that bigger release. So let's just take a few more breaths then. Good. So if you are leaning, come back up to a tall spine, and then we'll carefully release the left arm down and just feel sensation in the shoulder girdle, in the arm and hand. Good. There's always something in that pose. No matter how many times I do it, I always feel more and more. And also you might notice that my left shoulder, the one we just stretched, is actually lower than my right. And that's probably true for most of you. And in the essence of not imbalancing you, we're going to do the other side next. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift the right arm into the air and drop the right hand behind your head. Reach up and grab the elbow and traction it toward the center line of your body again, toward the spine. Again, the free hand behind you drops toward the spine, and then lift the heart as much as you can. Good. Starting to take some breaths here. Now again, you can stay right here if this is where you want to be. Some of you may want to lean to the left a little bit. Just make sure you don't lean too far that you fall over. And think about grounding your right hip down as you stretch, feeling some space between the hip bone, the pelvis, and the rib cage. Taking deep breaths. Again, staying past the discomfort. Keep breathing, just a few more rounds. Good. If you're leaning, go ahead and come back up. And then go ahead and release that right arm down. Again, feeling sensation into the shoulder girdle, into the arm, into the hand. We'll just take a moment and feel. Just really be present with sensation in your body. The release from that pose, the tension, relaxing. Good. So we're still on the edge of the chair, feet still stacking underneath your knees. Knees are still hip distance apart. And we're going to do some spinal swaying or flexing. So with your inhale, draw the heart forward, take the shoulders back and lift the chin. As you exhale, round the shoulders, tuck the chin down, navel coming toward your spine, rounding the back. Inhale, bring the heart forward again, lifting, and exhale, rounding. Please continue. Turn profile so you can see my spine moving. Again, it's inhale, heart lifting, chin lifts. Exhale, round the back. Inhale and exhale. Moving on your breath. Flexing the spine in both directions. Just bringing some mobility to the spine. As you move, you might notice that there are certain regions of your body along the spinal column that are holding tension. Maybe you feel it down into your lower back. Maybe there's some tension behind the shoulders. Maybe it's up in the neck. Maybe some of those or all of them, maybe none of them. But just notice, where do you feel sensation? And see if you can take some breaths to those regions that might feel tensious. And that might mean physically bringing the breath there if it's someplace where the lungs can access. And if not, you can just imagine that breath, like light, is going to those points of tension and relieving it. Let's do a couple more. All right, so the next time you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, pull the navel toward the spine, and just take a few deep breaths, especially into your upper back. Feel the shoulder blades widen with those inhales. Good. With your next inhale, open the heart, chin lifts, shoulders down the spine, breathe. Feeling space in the chest. Good. Then go ahead and come up to a neutral spine. Good, good. All right, we're going to do some twisting next. So again, feet and knees and hips and everything stay in the same place. We're still on the edge of the chair. And I'm going to have you take your right hand across to the outside of your left thigh or knee. Your left hand, it can either hold onto the chair next to you, or if you have the rotation in your spine, you can hold on to the back of your chair. All right? And it might be that you spend a couple of breaths holding on to the seat of the chair, and then after the spine gets into alignment, you hold on to the back. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, sitting tall. Exhale, take your left shoulder back, turn your right chest more to the left. And again, either holding on to the seat of the chair or the back of the chair, twisting, looking over your left shoulder. Now staying in the twist, sit up a little bit taller. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Sitting up taller as you inhale. Twisting a little bit deeper as you exhale. Couple more. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind back to center. Feel the difference between the two sides. Since we've only done one side so far, it's a good before and after shot. And then we'll do the other side. So to set it up, your left hand comes to the outside of your right thigh or knee. The right hand holds onto the base of the chair, the seat of the chair, or you can hold on to the back of the chair. All right? Picking whichever one feels most accessible for you today. So sitting up tall, inhale. Exhale, draw the right shoulder back, the left chest more to the right, and look over your right shoulder. Staying in the posture, sit up taller as you inhale, and twist a little bit deeper as you exhale. Sitting up tall, inhale. Twisting deeper, exhale. We'll stay for just a few more breaths. Good. With your next inhalation, go ahead and unwind carefully, coming back to center. All right. So I want us to do some neck stretches next. And to do that, I'm actually going to scoot a little bit forward toward the camera, but you can stay where you're at. Hi. All right. So you're going to interlace your fingers in front of you, and then place the hands right on top of the chest. Place the hands down, press the flesh of the chest downward, and then squeeze the elbows in toward your side. Good. Now go ahead and lift your chin and turn your chin to the right. Up and to the right as far as you can. as you're pressing the flesh of the chest downward. And what you'll do is you'll feel a nice stretch in the front of the neck here. Take some deep breaths into the space behind your hands. A couple more breaths. Good. Roll the chin down and forward. And then release the hands for a moment. Feel sensation. We will do the other side. Good. Let's see what the other side feels like. So interlacing your fingers again. Place the hands on top of the flesh of the chest, pressing downward. Squeeze the elbows in toward your side. Lift the chin, and then turn the head to the left. You can even lift the chin a little bit more once you're there. And take deep breaths to the space beneath your hands. Nice big stretch in the front of the neck here. Couple more breaths. And then roll the chin forward and release. Feel sensation. Good. Now that exercise is great to do anytime you're feeling like the front of the neck needs a stretch. And what you may have noticed while you were in the posture, that there's actually a slight tug on the muscles around your jaw. So if you've been clenching a lot, this is a great way to train those muscles to relax. Okay, I'm gonna slide backwards now so you can see my whole body. All right, we're good. All right, so we're gonna come into a final forward fold and we're gonna stay for a few breaths again. And I'm gonna give you a couple of options just to make sure that you're comfortable. The first one is the one we did earlier, where the feet stack underneath the knees, hip distance apart, and then just folding over the legs. Here you could also release the hands to the floor. Now, if you want to fold deeper and you have the access, you can take your feet a little wider than your chair or a little wider than your shoulders, and then fold between the legs. This gives a little bit more of a release to the lower back. It works into the hips a little bit here, which we didn't work with much today, so it's okay if that's not accessible for you. The final variation you can do is with either fold, is to fold forward, and then you're gonna just hold on to your wrist behind your back and fold here. This allows the shoulders to stay supported, but still soften. So go ahead and come into the forward fold of your choice. Release the neck. And find your breath. Aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. Good. One more breath here. And carefully come back up to a seat. Good. All right. So go ahead and slide back in your chair again. Allowing your back to relax against the back of the chair if you'd like. And we'll meditate a little bit here. So feet flat on the floor, hands resting on your thighs. Feel your shoulders relax down your back. You become aware of your body. How does it feel to be in this body right now? And at first, that might just be a simple, quick answer, but I'm going to ask you to continue to investigate. How does it feel to be in this body right now? Sinking beneath the generality. You might notice that some regions of your body feel really relaxed, calm, peaceful, especially after stretching. You also might notice some regions of your body that hold discomfort or pain. And of course, there's the neutral zone in between there. So the simple question of how does it feel to be in this body changes to be a little bit more complex. However you're feeling in your body right now, the good, the bad, the otherwise, I want you to hold compassion for the experience. Even the regions that are holding discomfort, it's sort of a testament that your body has been working hard, that it's been serving you. And so, in the spirit of helping any of that discomfort, just hold some compassion for it. Hold some acceptance for it. It doesn't need to be any different than it is right now. And then become aware of your breath moving in the body gently expanding as you inhale, gently relaxing as you exhale. And not shaping the breath here, but again, you might notice that when you bring your awareness to the breath, that it instinctually comes into a calmer and more regulated state. It's okay if that's not true. Because again, however you find the breath, just like the body, I want you to have some compassion for it. The breath has been with you through every moment of your life, supporting you, sustaining you, helping, serving, even protecting. The lungs pumping faster when your body needs more oxygen. The lungs pumping slower when your body needs more rest. So much compassion for the intelligence of this breath. And then lastly, become aware of the state of mind you're currently occupying. And how are you doing in your mind? Both, are you able to stay focused or not? It's the mental, emotional state attached to this moment. And again, we're not judging that. The mind is working hard to, again, serve and protect, to help. So just have some compassion for yourself. Have some compassion for your mind in whatever state it's in, not needing to be any different than how we find it in this moment. Compassion and acceptance for your mind, compassion and acceptance for your breath, compassion and acceptance for your body. As you continue into your day and weekend, think about how you can show some compassion and acceptance to yourself moment to moment. and maybe even to others if you feel like you have the capacity. It's okay if you don't, because compassion and acceptance for that as well. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Go ahead and bring your palms to your heart. When you're ready, go ahead and roll the palms together, creating heat. Taking the heated palms again over the eyes. Brushing back over the top of the head, down your neck, and welcoming yourself back to the